Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make informed decisions. Well, guys, we finally are getting into what I believe is the start of the mega bull run. But are we there yet? Well, we just got cuts from the Fed. Now, the odds are if you're watching this, you probably think that is extremely bullish. Well, short term, I don't believe it's that bullish. Long term, mega bullish. So I'm going to tell you how I see, let's just say, the next 6 to 8 months play out. Now, I can't be more bullish, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to start buying everything and expecting a huge pump. So we're going to take a look at a lot of different charts, the stock charts, Bitcoin charts, the altcoin charts that don't include Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then I'll tell you my thought process and my game plan. Now, this is not financial advice, but here's the good news. If I'm wrong, I'm still good. And just like, I've been telling people to take profits for the last year and a half. And for the people that have done that have probably done pretty well. The people that haven't have been losing money. Well, let's dive into it. I'll tell you my thoughts and my next game plan from where we are today. Now, before we do that, hit the like button. And I really want to let you know is I can't be more bullish. And it's go time. And guys, if you don't have a roadmap and a game plan, I highly recommend you focus. Focus for the next 6 months to a year, and you might change your financial future. I truly believe that, and that's why I started this channel. I share my research for me. I do my research for me, and I share with my community. And guys, 90% of the people watching are going to lose money. I want you to be in that 10%. All right, hit the like button. Now, if you look on the chart or on the crypto bubbles, guys, it's been a great year. How's your portfolio looking? Well, if you're saying it doesn't look that well, the odds are you didn't take any profits. Now, I've done okay. And when I look back at what I did wrong, I didn't follow my own information. I've been taking profits aggressively, and I still didn't take enough. And if you didn't take profits, you don't have any money, any dry powder sitting on the side. I learned that lesson the hard way in the bear market. Now, so you want to take profits, guys, when they're there, and you always want to have dry powder, period. Now, the yearly looks great for most projects. The monthly, the weekly's coming back. The daily, is a little mixed right now. And the hourly is about the same way. Now, here's what I think, guys. The reason this rate cut is not short-term bullish, but is going to appear to be, is because what that just signaled to Wall Street is we got issues. There's issues in the economy. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's think about it, guys. We still have high inflation. I don't believe their numbers. I go to the grocery store every day and I see it in my everyday spending, and I'm sure you do too. Now, we are still in the part of the economy and in the cycle that we really need to maintain higher interest rates or raise them to get inflation down. But due to the election and they want to get the kickstart the economy, they decided to jump early, which in my opinion isn't a bad play, but I wish they would have jumped early when they started raising rates. They were way too late to the party, and the damage has been done. Now, that being said, Wall Street says, okay, we basically invest months out, 3, 4, 5, 6 months out. And the Fed just told Wall Street that there's probably not going to be as many profits and there's an issue in the economy. So they're going to act accordingly. So why do you think that the markets are all up? Well, let's take a look at it. S&P is up. S&P is almost, or actually, I wish I had a line. I think that is a new all-time high. It's right there. Well, think about it, guys. Retail. See, smart money is always going to try to fool and take advantage of the so-called dumb money, the retail money that just doesn't understand the game. I want you to understand the game, right? If the majority were right, the majority would be rich. Well, the majority that think correctly are on Wall Street. They are the game. They created the game. It's a rigged game. So by taking that announcement and making it appear to be bullish, and they start running up the market and everything starts to hit new all-time highs, the average guy sitting on the side says, oh, I'm not going to miss this. They jump in. Boom. That's the liquidity that Wall Street needs. And then they'll take their profits. Now, bear with me. I want to tie all this together. Look at the NASDAQ. That's the year to date. It's doing great. That's the 5-year, and that's the max. Guys, we're pretty much right there at a new all-time high. I'm not sure if we actually hit it or not, but we're getting very close with the NASDAQ. NASDAQ hasn't hit an all-time high, I don't believe. Now, same with the Dow. It's ripping. They're taking it up after this Fed announcement. And the stock market has been doing great for years and years. And I don't believe it's going to stop, but it is going to pull back and people are going to take profits. Now, again, bear with me. Now, when you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is up for the week. It's not quite up for the month, but guys, that is a bullish chart. I think you could see some consolidation and they take Bitcoin up to test the all-time high. Now, bear with me again. I'm going to tie it in my exact thoughts. When you look at Bitcoin dominance, guys, it doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any stronger. It's virtually impossible, and it's not showing any signs of weakness. That tells me we are not remotely close to altcoin season. When Bitcoin starts to pull back and the economy's good and everything is good, you will see an altcoin season and it will be explosive. But for right now, if you want to park your money, I highly recommend you at least compare the project you are looking to buy to Bitcoin. Now, if you're trying to pick the bottom, that's fine. But if I was going to invest right now, I'd want to find a project that is stronger than Bitcoin. Now, here's the total. What is it? The total two. This is the chart of minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. It's right at resistance, but the odds are it may not break, bear with me, it may not break that resistance, or it may be a fake out, which is what I think is going to happen. If it breaks out and runs, say, next week, hey, that would be awesome. But I believe they're going to bring it down. So let me tell you exactly what I think is going to happen. This is not financial advice. And again, this is just going to be my game plan. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm good. I can get in at any time. And as we know, the market gives us opportunity after opportunity if you have dry powder. Because one thing I'm almost sure of is we're not just going to take off from here and start to rip and not stop for, say, the next 3 or 4 months. Now, the election is up. They want everything to be up going into this election. We know that this administration obviously is a Democratic administration. They want Kamala to be the new president, and they're going to do everything possible to be able to go out to Americans and say, hey, look how the economy's doing. Look at your property value. Look at your stock account, right? Inflation is coming down. Hey, and it does look pretty good. Inflation still hurts. I can't even imagine what it's like for the average family of 3 or the young kids that just got out of college trying to own their own first home. There's a lot of things that need to change. But that's irrelevant. This is not about politics. This is just about investing. And here's what I know. If this administration wins that we currently have, next year will be ugly. And we will probably go into a recession. And inflation will take off because they will print money. And inflation will come back before we know it. And again, this administration has proved that if they print $1 trillion, that's just going to disappear. It's going to go to everywhere but where it needs to. They're not going to turn $1 trillion into more money or more taxes. It's just going to be eaten up, and we're going to add it to our debt. Now, if Trump wins this election, we know from the past and from his history and how Wall Street thinks, if he prints $1 trillion, which he will turn that into 5 trillion, 10 trillion, 16 trillion. And I believe that if on November the 6th we wake up and Trump has won the election, it is so go time, it's not even funny. Everything is going to rip. The stock market, the real estate market, the antique market, the crypto market, everything is going to be on fire. And I truly believe we'll have 4 years of amazing prosperity, not only in America, but around the world. That being said, crypto is still cyclical. So no matter what, when this bull run is over, if you're sticking around trying to grasp that last dollar, you're going to have 4 or 5 years of pain, and you're going to lose all that profit. I don't want that to happen to you. Get a game plan, guys, to make some money. So here's my game plan. I believe, now this is just a educated guess. I could be wrong. I actually hope I'm wrong. But I believe unless something happens overseas that makes them extremely bullish on their economy and the global economy, that we're probably going to see a pullback at the first of next week. Maybe not Monday morning, but probably before the week is over. I truly believe Wall Street is going to take this market down because retail is getting bullish again. And guys, they have profits. See, that's one thing people just don't understand. They're like, why would someone sell their Bitcoin? Why would someone sell whatever token it is? Because, guys, they put in $50 million. Now they got $150 million. They're going to take those profits. They're not like me and you. They're not trying to turn pocket change into life-changing money. You know, if Wall Street literally makes 50% in a year, if one of those hedge fund guys that trade Bitcoin, these big whales, guys, they're legends for life. It's mind-blowing money. So that's why you're always going to see volatility. Anytime everything starts to feel really good and it's not altcoin season, understand the big money is starting to do this. Yes, I have profit. I have profit. And when they take their profit, you get a crash. So I believe they're going to pull it back between now and the election sometime. I don't know when. And they could pull it back next week pretty hard, which we're already beat down. So I think if you've got really good projects with real world utility, good tokenomics, it's their first bull run like an AOS or something like that, I think you're good. You may just have to ride it out. But for me, if we get a pump between now and the election, I'm getting out of a lot of projects. I'm going to take a lot of profit. Now, that being said, on November the 6th, if Trump wins, I am going to be ready to start dollar cost averaging in and really ready to go hard because I see somewhere around March, April, May, crypto should be absolutely on fire. Now, with the economy and the job reports and all the information we have coming out, anything could happen and we could get a big pullback. But I truly believe, and I want to be clear for the record, that if we don't have a black swan event, which could easily happen, if we don't have that, and if Trump wins this election, this is going to be the biggest, probably longest crypto bull run, crypto altcoin season we've ever seen. But again, guys, make sure you have a game plan. Take your profits along the way, or you're going to become the profits. Now, one of my biggest concerns, and again, people just want to hear all positive, hyped up stuff. But if you're all hyped up and you're FOMO'd in, and you think that you're just going to pick a price of, let's just say Caspa, which I love, one of my biggest bags. You're like, oh, when Caspa gets to $2, I'll take profits. Well, guys, what if Caspa only goes to 50 cents? Be a hell of a bull run. Hell of a bull run. What if it goes to $1 and you were going to take profits at 250? Get a game plan, guys. Take your initial investment out, right? Worry about this bull run, because no matter what, we don't know who's going to win. We got utility guys. I just read a report, and I'm going to make a video where, and I'm doing this off memory. I think it was BlackRock and HSBC, I believe. They are partnered together to create quantum DLT ledgers and a quantum blockchain. Well, guys, boom, that could make a lot of projects obsolete. We know quantum's the next big thing, but either way, that could be the next hot narrative. So the opportunities there, guys. Keep taking those profits. Keep taking those profits. Stack that money in those stable coins. Have dry powder. And when that next narrative comes along and you can still get in early, prepare for the next bull run. But I'm telling you guys, worry about this bull run. Cryptos are not stocks. They're commodities. XRP proved that. You call it a currency or a commodity, same thing, right? It's a mechanism. No different than lumber, no different than, coffee, sugar, cocoa. It's all cyclical. And there's going to be huge pumps off in news and different things, but it's going to pull back. Can't tell you enough. Take your profits and treat these things like they are. It's a new speculative investment. These are not stocks. These are not Walmart or Amazon or Google from the last from the 2000.com boom. Now, even if you think they are, which ones are they? Because, guys, I went back and studied, which I was there witnessing it, trading it in 1999. None of the IPOs that were just like this, guys, this is deja vu. None of those IPOs, none of those powerhouse Enron companies are around. They either got gobbled up, disappeared, or really just became useless. But out of that, out of the thousands of new powerhouse players that were going to change the internet, we did get Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, but we didn't know which ones those were. I remember them making fun of Amazon because they were so overvalued, and Amazon ripped. It's right out of the gate, and it took 11 years to take out its old all-time high. So imagine, guys, you don't want to miss these big opportunities and have the loss of the opportunity cost of having your bag just sitting there for 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Just ask the XRP Army, guys. 7 years, no all-time high. How would you like to know that? Right? You're missing the biggest opportunity in history, hoping you get your money back. If you freed up that money, you could have been putting it to work with the renders and the injectives and the AOs and the Delenciums and the Superverse, all these power, wonderful projects. Don't be that guy. Don't be tribal. That being said, guys, I'm going to let you know, let you go. If you need some help, I do one-on-one coaching. It's only $250 for 3 Zoom or phone calls. I think it'll help you out a lot. If you need some questions answered, you need to understand tokenomics, if you need to understand how to dollar cost average in and out, or how to compare projects, what to look for, I think it'll help you. Whether you take me up on that or not, guys, remember this. If the majority were right, the majority be rich. And if you don't take profits in this bull run, you'll become the profits. Take care, guys. Come back and be part of this community. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Take care, guys.